It's Coach Prime. It is Coach Prime. So, you guys, yesterday on the live show, I said that people are going to start to mimic what the Houston Texans and the Falcons and the Lions have been doing, right? That is bringing ex-players that played within their organization and bring them back in to be their head coach, right? To bring that culture, to bring the love and joy for the team and be the grit guy. Now, when I said that, people were in my inbox talking to me about it. A lot of people like to talk to me in the inbox. I don't know why they don't want to come on like an Elijah shot, but whatever. I digress. There was a person out there, he wished to remain nameless, but he said the Dallas Cowboys are going to go after Coach Prime. They are going to go bring in Deion Sanders. And me and him had a healthy discussion. We talked about it, and I said Coach Prime is a mistake, but if you bring in somebody else, that would be okay. Somebody from that 90s era would be a-okay. Whether it's Troy Aikman, whether it's Tony Romo, potentially somebody with that culture, with that grit, with the Super Bowl rings to back up of what they're saying, right? And then, of course, this person's like, oh, you don't like him because he's a black man. That has nothing to do with it. Stop. That has nothing to do with it. So, as you guys know, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, has been one of the top coaching names in the NFL the last few seasons. 2 seasons ago, he went to Colorado. He did win his first game in Colorado versus TCU, I do believe. People were on this hype train. Coach Deion's doing it again. Coach Prime is doing it again. Yada, yada, yada. In just 2 seasons, though, he has turned around the Colorado Buffaloes team. He has them at 7-2 right now on this NCAA season, sitting at 20th in the AP poll. And just like I said on the show the other day, former players as head coaches will be the new standard in the NFL moving forward. So, guys, is it an overreaction to say that I think that Coach Prime and the NFL coaching as a head coach in the NFL will never work? So Coach Prime as an NFL head coach will never work in the NFL. And like I said, we had that conversation, me and this anonymous person. I don't know why I didn't want me to tell his name, but let's call him Carson. No reason why I'm calling him Carson, but just call him Carson. Carson said Coach Prime would turn around the Dallas Cowboys organization. He would do this. He would bring the culture. He would bring the swag. He would bring this, right? The simple fact of the matter is, guys, Coach Prime did turn around the Colorado Buffaloes. They are playing good football right now. They're 7-2, 20th in the AP poll. Good. But you know what Coach Prime did to turn that organization around? It wasn't recruiting. It wasn't developing players. It wasn't lifelong of struggle to get up here and we from the bottom, now we here. They legitimately went out and bought every player. They are paying for every player. The college game right now is not all about coaching. It's all about how much can you pay to bring in the best players in the college football realm. And everybody wants to be with Coach Prime. Everybody wants to get that NIL deal with Coach Prime. Everybody wants that swag with Coach Prime. Well, guess what? In the NFL, you cannot buy the best players. In the NFL, you have to earn that respect, right? In the NFL, you cannot overshadow your players because then your players will get all like, oh, what about me? I'm not saying Coach Prime is a bad college coach. I thought he was for like a while. I thought he was a little overhyped, and then he went to the Colorado. I think he was like 2-1 or whatever. But then they lost like the next 6. Right? This season, a totally different thing, a new culture, a lot more money. But is it an overreaction to say that Coach Prime can turn around a NFL team, whether it's the Cowboys, Giants, or Jets, or any other team that could potentially want a former NFL coach? I think it's an overreaction. I don't think Coach Prime or Coach Sanders or Deion Sanders, whatever alter ego he is going by this particular day. I don't think he has it. I don't think he has the fortitude to go into Dallas and tell Jerry to F off and I'm going to do things my way. I don't think he has the know-how to work with people in the NFL. I'm not saying he couldn't be successful. I'm just saying I don't think he would be successful. And maybe that's just a drive he needs, is to hear people say that he won't be successful, he won't do this, he like he won't do that. I mean, he went to Jackson State. He turned it around. He did do a good job at Jackson State. Granted, I think NIL just started to come into play, so there's a lot of gray areas still. I'm not saying he did illegal stuff, but I'm just saying you bought a lot of players. Not for sure he can do that. But guys, can Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, Coach Sanders, would he go by Coach Prime in the NFL? I'm curious. Can he come into a NFL team and turn it around? James says I hope Deion never comes to the NFL. I've always hated that guy. James says, nope, Belichick will be the coach of the Dallas Cowboys next season. Bill Belichick's not coming to the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think two of those egos in the same room can handle it. Jerry and Bill in the same room, oh my God, that'd be terrible. That would be terrible. Sarah says, knowing Jerry, he will want Coach Prime for the media coverage, and that comes with it. Which, very, very good, right? Jerry Jones is a master marketer. He is a great owner. But we do know that Jerry Jones has his own radio show on Tuesdays. We do know that when post-game interviews start, Jerry Jones addresses the media before the media goes into the locker room. When Coach Prime, if he comes to Dallas and coach the Dallas Cowboys, he will overshadow Jerry Jones. I don't think Jerry Jones will be able to handle that. I don't think Jerry Jones would be able to handle Deion Sanders taking his limelight. I mean, it would be, I don't know, would be good. Definitely must talk about TV, right? Laura says, overreaction at this moment. She said, slow it down. Let's see what happens. Terry says, overreaction. Matter of fact, I think a lot of coaches would want to smash him just because based off his cockiness. You can try to smash him, but can you do it? That's the real question. And Laura says, nothing will help the Dallas Cowboys until Jones releases the reins. AKA hire a general manager. AKA be like Virginia McCaskey and just wait till death. Sarah says you build a team through the draft and supplement it with free agents to patch holes. And Coach Prime has not had to do that in the college realm. He goes out there and gets anybody that he wants and flashes his nice Prime sunglasses here, flashes his big Rolex and a big chain, his $1 million ranch out there in Colorado. Like, hey, you want some of this money? You can't do that in the NFL. You actually have to develop talent, unlike the Chicago Bears. And Sarah says, I wouldn't want Coach Prime anywhere near my Vikings. So Sarah is a Vikings fan. Welcome to the show, Sarah, another Vikings fan. We needed some more Vikings fans. Thank you for joining us today. But guys, that is it for Overreaction Tuesday.